But you don't think I could beat him? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm not gonna be here forever.
And what's that supposed to mean?
It means you gotta do some smart thinking.
Oh, you want to talk about smart decisions, Rock? You in this house all alone. Who been taking care of you? Me. I've been here for you. Who else you got? Listen, I'm taking this fight with or without you.
Hammer time.
I wanted that to keep going right there.
Right?
You hear the music, the hammer's out. It's time for Thor's Hammers. Michael B. Jordan back as Adonis Creed, Creed 2.
Yeah, stepping back in the ring. This is kind of unprecedented because this is not only a follow-up to the first Creed, it's a direct sequel to 1985's Rocky IV, which featured Dolph Lundgren as the central villain as Ivan Drago. His son, Victor Drago, is the main nemesis who Adonis has to face in this movie. And there's a lot of, obviously, like, character history here and tension. Michael B. Jordan, if you thought this guy was jacked in the first movie or in Black Panther, holy cow. I want to know what his regiment is. He is absolutely fierce and so commanding in the film. A lot of raw emotion. Love what he brought to the table. Great chemistry not only with Sly in this kind of mentor-apprentice role, but also the romantic side of things with Tessa Thompson. Felicia Rashad's back. And it paralleled the lives of his family with the Dragos as well, because you have to look at the events of Ivan Drago in '85 losing that famous bout to Rocky in Russia, and the fallout from that. He's basically been shunned by his home country, and he's trying to patch things up, and he's training his son to go on and take Adonis Creed down stateside.
Sly Stallone kind of needs to step into the background for this movie. Michael B. Jordan did such a great job with the first Creed when they rebooted this. How does he fare once again?
Oh, he's so good. I love watching this guy. He gets into every role with such gritty. I mean, he's like nuanced at times with the dialogue, and then he goes in there and is so effective with those fight scenes. So I thought he balanced that stuff really well. The quieter moments in this movie are really powerful. Let's get a look at another scene.
Why do it again? What do you have to prove?
It's not about that. You wouldn't be any good to anybody if you didn't do what you love. You wouldn't be able to breathe, right? Well, I wouldn't be any good to anybody if I don't handle this the right way.
Okay, so I love those moments. The fighting in the boxing ring, very intense. I did have some issues with the movie, though. It's a really basic sequel plot. It's formula when it comes to the storytelling, formulaic, I should say. And a huge issue I had, the boxing announcers in the movie. They were terribly miscast, and I thought it was a really flawed narrative because they have to fill in so many gaps in the story and provide backstory for the history of the characters, and I just thought that was really clunky and a really awkward way to advance the story. So I didn't mind it at first, and obviously with these boxing movies, the announcers are a big part of creating the atmosphere, but I found they relied on them way too much to fill in a lot of the backstory here, and it took me out of a lot of the emotion of the movie. Not quite as good as its predecessor, but it didn't tarnish the franchise at all, and great chemistry here, and Michael B. Jordan, such a force in this movie. Not only that, but the supporting cast is great, and the fights, they're incredible. There was a woman beside me who probably didn't know it was coming, and she was like, "Ow, ow, ew!" I was like, "Are you okay?" You know it's a boxing movie, right?
It's so real.
It is.
How many hammers?
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
There you go.
Well, with this weather, maybe you're checking out Creed 2 this weekend.